There we go. Hello everybody, welcome to Bitcoin Daily. A little bit later than usual, but you know, it's better late than never. So there is that. How you guys doing? Hope you're doing well. What's up, rotten cheese? How's life? Right now, Bitcoin sitting at minus 0.86% in red, 63.5k on the dollar. And the question is, what's gonna happen next? Is it gonna go down? Is it gonna go up? Are we good? Are we not good? Did we break anything, meaningful? Because right now it does look like, it's just retesting some kind of line over here, give or take. So we are not quite where we want to be, and we're gonna talk a little bit about that. We're gonna also look at how's the Bitcoin dominance playing out, and as well how's Ethereum, Bitcoin doing. So we're still waiting for the big moves. They are not quite there just yet. That said, before we start, sorry about that. I've been getting a little bit complaints about my making these live streams private. People have been complaining on Twitter, they've been complaining on YouTube, and they've been complaining on Telegram. So I was like, hey, maybe, just maybe, you guys care. Because to tell you the truth, I didn't think nobody would care. Like I thought, this is gonna be a little bit experiment where I, just put my live streams, private, and then see, whether YouTube is gonna, promote the live streams, more than usual. And so far that's not the case. As you can see, only 11 people watching and 3 likes. But you guys do care. You guys want to, watch the streams after, the stream, whenever you want to watch it. That's fine. And you're gonna continue, doing that. So I won't making my videos private anymore. We can't watch you on time always. Exactly. So that said, but it was a little experiment. It's nothing to do with, me or anything like that. It's more like, would YouTube algorithm promote a live stream that people only watch live? So when YouTube algorithm, figures out, okay, this, stream is only watched live and nobody watches it after that, maybe, just maybe, I'm gonna, get more people into this live stream. It was something like that, but, we are done with that because people are a little bit uncomfortable. And not everybody can watch at the same time. That said, where are we gonna start? We're gonna start with Bitcoin over here, hitting this resistance level up here at the top. 10-20 moving average on the weekly time frame, still haven't broken towards upside. The big question over here when it comes to Bitcoin dominance, sorry, not Bitcoin, Bitcoin and the indicators over here. Once we actually break this top over here, when Bitcoin breaks up here, how far, will this climb all the way up here to 70, 80? Will this only do the, move? Will there be big divergence over here on the chart? If it continues climbing over here, will there still be big divergence up here? So we gotta follow RSI and see how it actually plays out once it goes towards upside. Because if it creates a higher level high over here, that might be actually a very good indication that, it's right now gonna go again to these, 90 levels over here or whatnot, right? Towards upside. But I think that's one of the things that needs to be watched for once it actually starts going towards the upside. When it comes over here on the MACD momentum indicator, over here there was a big momentum move towards downside, but right now the momentum is weakening with this candle over here, and it looks like it's creating this bottom over here on the bottom side. Still not, nothing is set in stone. Also, there are no extensions right now over here on the weekly time frame. So when you look at a weekly time frame, we haven't actually broken back above just yet. We are still, first of all, we are still inside this channel over here. We are above the midline, but we are getting rejected a little bit. Reject. We are getting consolidation up here at the top. We are not getting actually rejected just yet, but there is definitely some kind of line that goes something like this, where it goes something like this over here, all the way down there, or something like this. I'm a little bit unsure where it goes, but this line all the way to the bottom over here it looks like it's right now we are at that resistance level, right? But if you pull it all the way down here, then we actually bounced off of that support level over here. And to me, since we are, already very much bullish, this seems to be the case that right now that we are actually bouncing and not actually getting rejected just yet right now. Because the channel is still legit. If you look at this bigger channel over here on the chart, it goes something like this over here. I mean, this is still very much legit, and we are still in just zigzagging in the channel, like we said, you know, the last couple of times. With this move over here towards downside, this consolidation is actually done. So there was a consolidation part, and we moved towards downside. Big move towards upside above the midline over here. Looks very much bullish, but the consolidation up here, where is the volume up here? You can see up here during this consolidation part over here, the volume has been decreasing, and as soon as we actually broke through over here with this volume towards upside, the consolidation is pretty much done. So right now we are just waiting this move either above these levels over here, high levels over here, or you know, another, you know, move down back below the support level here at you know, 61, something like that over here. Could we do some kind of double bottom or something like that and then go towards upside? That depends to be seen, but it looks bullish so far, especially this candle over here. If you see this candle over here, there is a big body over here. There is almost no lower shade and lower wick, and there is a bigger wick towards upside. This candle by itself is a very bullish candle. So if you can close something like this in the next 3 hours and 6 minutes, which I don't think is going to be the case, but if you can close something like this is actually very much bullish. Now on the small time frames, I've been following something else. If you go to the 4-hourly time frame over here, what you're going to see over here, there was a channel up here that we are right now breaking towards downside over here. It went something like this over here, give or take. Something like this over here, and right now you see that over here that we are actually breaking that towards downside over here. Oftentimes in very bullish trends over here, breaking the support level is already capitulation move. Could we move a little bit more towards downside? I mean, technically we can, because this to me looks like a head and shoulders pattern. Head and shoulders pattern has this, you know, distance up here that's actually technically just doubling of the channel towards downside. So over here right now, that could pull us all the way back something like to something like, you know, 61.5, 61k levels towards downside over here. If you move this direction over here towards downside, just dumping straight down, could we hit 61.6? I mean, technically we can, right? And this pullback towards downside, it does seem that it might be the case as well. So if you go to the daily time frame up here, 61 over here, that's you know, you are coming back to these moving averages. And last time also we said that these big moves above the moving averages, although looks very bullish, you need to start bouncing from these levels. We see that there is no bounce. We managed to hold above the 50. We are right now over here managed to close above the 50, but we are still pulling down. So it tried to go, but you know, it's not quite ready at the time, and right now it's pulling back towards downside. So I'm looking at this, you know, support level down here at 61k level, 61k level, give or take, over here on the bottom side. There is also this the support level over here at 60.4, give or take. So could we pull back more back towards downside over here and then go towards upside? I think that's more likely right now outcome than just going straight towards upside. So this candle over here is going to be very important at the end of the 3 days and 6 hours. So today is Thursday, we still got something like, you know, 3-4 days left. This is going to be very important once they actually close, but right now we don't have any kind of close. Right now the previous candle didn't break the resistance level. So if you look at just the previous candle didn't break the resistance level over here. You'll see that it came to that. Right now we are above that resistance level, even this resistance level over here, but you know, this candle is not close, so you cannot technically say that we have broken the resistance level. The downtrend over here is pretty much done, and it goes something like this up here. I think this is the actual legit channel up here, but you know, this actually technically just broke towards upside. Even if we double it all the way up here towards upside, we are right now, you know, this downtrend over here is pretty much done, and right now it's just zigzagging up here before continuation move towards upside. So we gotta see that. But on the weekly time frame, I still want to see something more to, you know, say that okay, we are right now stupidly bullish. But you already see all over the place, like everybody's getting a lot more bullish right now than they were down here. Right now everybody's saying it's you know, down here everybody was in fear. We had extreme fear at these levels down here at 53k levels, right? And right now everybody is again very much bullish, especially if you have been following XRP. XRP exploded towards upside in the last two weeks. Right now it's pulling back a little bit, but it just exploded like crazy towards upside over here. Bitcoin dominance still on the weekly time frame over here, still 3 days and 6 hours left on this candle over here. Best case scenario for us is this: if Bitcoin manages to pump and this goes towards downside. So you want to still see some kind of breakdown over here. We still don't have anything like that on the daily time frame. It's just zigzagging inside this triangle over here. There is a triangle over here. It's still zigzagging, not much is happening, but zigzagging above these moving averages. So we're gonna see how much this actually can sustain and what it can actually break or break down. There's still nothing happened over here, so there is that. Ethereum victory chart as well. Not much is happening over here. If you look at a weekly time frame, this is still going inside this, you know, consolidation pattern over here, like a bull flag over here towards upside. We're still looking for some kind of move. The candle up here, there is some kind of doji up here trying to hold this 10 moving average. Might move a little bit more towards downside over here. They seem, you know, getting rejected 3 times without fully breaking the support level. This might actually just break any moment now towards upside and towards downside. But I would say this Ethereum is a lot more bullish than Bitcoin right now. And regardless whether Bitcoin falls down or goes up, I think Ethereum is still going to outperform it. Right now Ethereum is sitting at 0.09 while Bitcoin is actually sitting at minus 1% towards downside over here. But the Ethereum has also the same kind of resistance level up here. It's 10-20 moving average on the weekly time frame. So until actually week closes, we don't actually have anything to say whether we are good or not, right? Because this move outside over here I managed to break. Where is the line over here? Something like that, right? Maybe a little more towards downside, because over here there seems to be a big move towards upside. This downtrend over here is pretty much broken. I think everybody is aware of that. So there was this downtrend that started up here after this big pump towards the upside up here, came to back down to the support level, again bouncing. So this downtrend over here is also done. I mean, there is no other way to look at it, and you know, it's just going to consolidate up here and go towards the upside again. So I'm very much bullish, guys. I'm very much bullish on Ethereum, on Bitcoin, even with this, you know, short-term pullback over here right now. It might be happening. I'm very much bullish. But I'm definitely thinking right now that it might fall down a little bit more. The bullish case that might actually happen is we go inside a box over here and then right back upside again. So there is some kind of channel over here, getting inside a box over here and then right back in the channel. So we're gonna follow if that actually happens. But right now it does look like it might actually fall down a little bit more before it actually bounces towards the upside. So that means that altcoins matter. Right now, a lot of altcoins are down like 5, 4%, 3%, 3%. 2-3% towards downside. A lot of altcoins are also pulling back. I won't say a lot, but they are pulling back more than Bitcoin, right? And the last thing is DXY. DXY is getting a little bit pump over here on the 4-hourly time frame up here, but it's pretty much, you know, dumping towards downside over here. So I'm a little bit, I don't think it can actually manage to get back inside this channel up here again. Maybe it might try to, you know, retest up here and then, you know, go again towards downside. But I think this should actually continue dumping over here, eventually up here. I don't think it can even break back above the 50 moving average up here. So DXY is going down. The Bitcoin dominance is still zigzagging up here inside the triangle. And Ethereum Bitcoin chart is doing this bull flag over here that's expecting to explode towards up. So at the same time, Bitcoin right now and Bitcoin and Ethereum right now are sitting at this very same resistance level, trying to break that. It's not gonna happen this week. It's gonna be next week if something happens, because we need that, you know, very, very important close that, you know, gets everybody, you know, stupidly bullish, and everybody, you know, goes and just, you know, FOMOs in. By the way, guys, I did watch Ivan Tech today. And he was talking a little bit about different things, but he was also talking about indicators that are marking the top, right? And one of the indicators was when Coinbase app hits #1 spot on Apple Store. That's pretty much the top, right? Because, you know, everybody already, you know, bought. There is no more liquidity coming in. It's pretty much the top, right? So Coinbase app hitting the #1 spot on Apple Store is a top sign. And he mentioned a couple of more signs, but he failed to mention one sign. And that is when Ivan on Tech stops doing live streams, it's also the top. So when he himself goes like, you know, guys, I think I'm gonna take a break, it's pretty much the top. Another top is when all of these big YouTubers very low key start making these videos about, you know, how to take profits, you know, and stuff like that. It's not so much, and it's still not gonna be the top. But when they start doing that, we are very, very close to the top, right? They're not gonna say this is the top, because nobody wants to hear that that's the top. Especially the new liquidity don't want to hear that you are at the top, right? So they just bought, and right now you're telling them you're at the top. No, what they're gonna do, the big YouTubers, including myself, they're gonna be low-key telling you how to take profits. How to take profits, how to do this. Once that happens as well, we are at the top. Dr. Fred, that's not how algorithm works at all. I don't know how it works. I mean, it was a test, man. Smash the like, babes. The like is always smashed, brother. Anyways, guys, 9 people here. Hope you had a nice day. And And you know, we're still waiting, but it is getting very close. It is getting very close, guys. I mean, we've been waiting for so long, and it is getting very close. So there is I can tell you another thing that I've been thinking about. So how is this gonna end, right? And there is one very interesting pattern, but it doesn't look like that pattern though. But there is an interesting pattern in a way that you have a big impulsive move, you have some kind of curvature at the top, then you have a pullback below some kind of support level, and then you have this really fast move towards the upside above the resistance level, and then a big fast crash down. Now, can this happen over here where we had a big move towards the upside? We had, you know, some kind of curvature over here where we pulled back below the support level, and then we have this big move towards the upside and then big fast crash. It can happen. I'm just putting it out there because I've been thinking, you know, that might happen. It could be one of these things that, you know, just happens, because once this actually starts, you know, blasting through over here, that might happen. Somebody, Wesley, posted very interesting charts in our channel. What is it up here? There are two charts from a guy called Memos, some French guy, I don't know. But it is about this distribution pattern, right? Over here, a reaccumulation pattern, a huge pattern. This is what it's called. These patterns over here from that guy. I forgot about it. I don't know the name. Regardless, it does look kind of the same. You know, it has this, you know, double top over here, double top. You got this river over here. There's a river. There is a big move up to the resistance level. Then you got this move down, and there is a creek over here, or whatever it's called, right? And then you go below that, you can up here, there is a spring over here, which right now we have the spring. So we go to spring towards upside, it goes up to the resistance level, zigzag, and then explodes towards upside, right? That's pretty much what we're expecting to happen as well. Because we know once we actually break this resistance level up here at the top, it's pretty much done, right? So over here, there is a spring. Spring over here, there's a major resistance level. Once you break this major resistance level, you go and bounce really hard. Another really nice chart is that this is actually not a you know, channel, sideways channel. This is actually expanding musical instrument over here, and the price of, you know, price target up here is doubling of the channel towards upside or something like that. But I'm a little bit unsure whether this is the case though. So it should go, because he drew it something like this, right? Over here, and then it goes towards downside over here, right? And it goes something like this and explodes. But I don't think that's the case. I mean, the best case over here that I can make some kind of, you know, expanding musical instrument goes something like this over here, and then this line goes over here, somewhere over here, give or take, right? And does look to me like it is expanding, you know, expanding wedge or expanding musical instrument. It still looks like a channel, and I still believe it is a channel. So if you look at over here, and I'm still looking at the same kind of lines over here, this is the channel that we are working right now. Anything that goes down is by definition bullish, anything that goes up is by definition bearish. So this channel that goes towards downside is by definition bullish, but we already had the spring. This spring didn't actually do that much. It didn't break the resistance level. It didn't get above the moving averages. It didn't actually do anything. So we need this next candle right now to break this very major level of resistance up here to become bullish. That might happen next week, because I don't think this is gonna, you know, last for a way too long time. I don't think this is gonna last for way too long. We are getting very close to this end game, where everybody, you know, everything explodes, because altcoins are already down 70-80%. I don't know if you know, altcoins are down 70-80%, right? So if you go over here to Cardano and look at Cardano up here, I mean, it went down like a bomb over here. 60% down, almost on the dollar, 60.1% down towards downside, but it did explode up here. And you see up here, this is actually very good. So this would have been very good for example, a Bitcoin, right? So this had a bullish engulfing candle above the 10 moving average, and right now it's pulling back a little bit as well. But the fact that it managed to do bullish engulfing candle above the 10 moving average is very good. Next resistance level is all the way up here at you know, 40, what's that, 43 or something like that, but it's already doing good, right? So this downtrend over here on altcoins, and I'm just like right now looking at Cardano, but a lot of altcoins have the same kind of chart. He dumped down, there was some kind of line over here, broke that, it went inside this spring up here. Right now they try and recover towards upside. There are a lot of coins have this kind of pattern over here. I was actually thinking this is just gonna go inside a box and then go towards upside. You know, the theory was also that it could be some kind of fast spring, but this spring actually took a little bit more longer while, and right now it is bouncing towards upside. So it already starts looking good, but altcoins are already down like 60% from the highs, and some altcoins are around like 70-80%. So you know what we're gonna do right now, you know, go down another 60%. I don't think that's gonna be the case. If somebody wanted to sell, they already sold, right? If somebody wanted to get out, they already got out. If there was a big fear that, you know, we're gonna go to whatever, you know, low level down here, I mean, those people are already sold. There is nobody else left to sell. You know, people are still fearful when it comes to buying. They still want some kind of dip. They're still looking at this CME gap that needs to be closed. By the way, how's CME gap doing so far? Yeah, the CME gap is not closing just yet, right? So over here, we got a CME gap. I don't know if it's gonna get closed or not. I'm just saying, you know, over here. There we go. That's the CME gap, right? Let's do something else on the CME gap. Let's do this box over here because it's nice box over here. There we go. That's the CME gap. Will we get it down here? That's 60.8. There is a good chance that we'll be getting the CME gap. All I'm saying is that CME gap does not have to be closed, you know, but people are still bearish and people still think we gotta go all the way down there to close the gap. Nah, I'm bullish, guys. Bitcoin was minus 1%, right now is minus 68%. It's just zigzagging up here at the top. Over here right now it's not doing that much. It's going inside this box, and right now it's already kind of broke this towards downside. You know, when does this move over here, or just does the box and explodes towards upside over here? You know, we gotta wait and see how this actually plays out, because these are very small time frames. So you know, we don't care too much about them. We only care about the weekly, guys. We don't care about the weekly. There we go, guys. Can you check Bazooka? Can you check Miro? Sure, man. I'll look at Miro. What is happening in Miro right now? Let's go to buy Qcoin. Well, did have a nice bounce up here. Unfortunately, it's still not above the resistance level over here. But it is very close though. Let's look at monthly time frame up here. Oh, the monthly time frame got its doji up here. It just down like everything else, and it has this very nice, you know, channel over here somewhere. I don't know where the channel is. I don't think I want to try to figure it out, but I think channel is not this part over here. I think channel goes over here somewhere. Maybe it does go over here. There is another thing that I can actually... Oh, this looks nice. Maybe some clarity over here. There is another thing that I can show you, and I actually saw this on 2 coins, but a lot of coins have these, you know, very big channels where they came to the bottom, and one of these coins is Ape. Let me show you Ape over here on bigger time frames. Let me show you Ape on bigger time frames over here. Let me just remove this line over here. There we go. And let me remove the moving averages up here as well. And what you're gonna see up here, beside this move over here, that's what capitulation move over here. Look at his nice bottoms over here, man. Look at his nice bottoms, right? And I've seen other coins. Another coin is called UMA. I think UMA was one of these coins as well. Now, which coin did I see? There was another coin. I don't know. I forget about it. But I did see 2 or 3 coins that had the same kind of, you know, same kind of big frame channel, and the supports are right now holding, you know, nicely. So again, even if right now Ape is all the way down here at the bottom, like how much more can it dump? I mean, the zero is over here, right? It can always dump more, but there's that. Guys, quick and dirty update on life in crypto. Hope you're doing well. There is another day tomorrow. There is another week tomorrow. Bitcoin is gonna explode at one point, and when it explodes, it's gonna be too late, right? Because every time, look over here, every time just before it explodes, it does this, right? When nobody believes. When nobody believes, right? Every time it does this, nobody believes, and then it starts exploding, right? Same over here, like nobody believes, and you know, starts and then explodes, right? Just before it explodes, it starts doing, you know, very, very slight moves over here, right? Just before it explodes. And right now we are seeing that over here as well. You know, it does these moves when nobody believes and then explodes. When it explodes, it's too late. It's too late for Bitcoin, it's too late for Ethereum, it's too late for altcoins, it's too late for everything. Okay, this is like third or fourth time I'm telling you, you know, bye-bye. So, you know, bye-bye. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Have a nice day, guys. Bye-bye. And this video won't be private. So, you know, there's that. Ciao.